This is The Process Shot. I'm Michael. I'm stuck in a haunted movie theater, and I've seen Charlotte, a short stop-motion animated drama from 2021 directed by Zach Dorn. It follows aging folk singer Lena Black, whose once-forgotten single Charlotte has been covered by a TikTok star. With a framing device of a letter from Lena to this younger singer, she talks to her about her experiences growing up, releasing the song back in the early 1970s, and what her life is like now. We're also given a peek into the life of her daughter, who has also benefited from the newfound success of her mother, but doesn't think much of music in general, which is always a red flag in a person, but also comes at odds with her own son, who seems to have musical dreams of his own. The structure and presentation of the story is pretty well constructed, balancing the multiple perspectives of Lena and her family well enough that you can get a fuller idea of their dynamics and characters, while also being able to share a relatively non-linear storyline as well. I will say that because of this focus, there almost doesn't seem to be enough time spent on other stories or ideas outside of anything more immediate than that story. For example, there is one significant flashback which looks into Lena's past, and we do get glimpses of the pop star's world, but that's about it when it comes to that sort of context. It doesn't quite help that the story is more illustrative of the gaps between the three generations than showcasing an actual narrative, which obviously works on a more thematic level, but does leave the characters as more of archetypes than something more fleshed out, with their dialogues and actions being more important than their actual personalities. Either way, the more immediately striking element of the short is its visuals, with an art design almost like something crossing flat sketch drawings with rough and unrefined models. Despite the messiness, these settings are still well detailed, telling more of the backstory through these elements, or simply making this world feel a bit more alive. Granted, it's still a bit complicated by the admittedly unusual nature of the models, but that just might be playing into the filmmaker's greater focus on the story and dialogue, and the overall character study of Lena. Overall, this is meant to be her story and her perspective of fame and what comes after it. It's a bit messy getting to that point, but it does, and it makes for a rather satisfying outcome, if a bit subtle. Charlotte, Zach Dorn, 2021. 3.5 stars. I'd recommend giving it a watch. That's it for this review. If you liked it, leave a like. If you didn't, leave a comment. Subscribe to the channel for more reviews. Oh, I almost forgot. If I were to put this on my list of shorts from 2021, it would go between Believe in Ghosts and Stuffed. Been a while since I've had a short from that year.